to have a cystoscopy done again. I'm going to link that other one that I had in the eye in the sky. But I will talk about it when I get out. I'm not happy yet. Because again, I'm not sedated. Just frozen. And it is painful. People say it's not, but it is. I had pain. I don't even know how to do my stupid thing. I don't know how to do this. I need help. Okay, I gotta get help. This is a great look for me. Oh, it smells in here. Maybe it's my shoes. Do it in the door. I can't remember. I don't remember what he said. I'm whispering. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm gonna put my purse. Maybe. Hopefully no one steals it. Oh, I gotta put my phone in it. So I'm out. This time wasn't as painful as before, but it's very uncomfortable for the simple fact that they do not wait till the freezing. Didn't wait till the freezing was done. So I'm going to talk to you here. Basically what happens is that you don't need to fast. You don't need to prep in any way, shape, or form other than when you get in there, they'll tell you to take your clothes off. I could leave my top on, my underwear, leave my socks on, my underwear off, take my pants off, and then put booties on, this fancy gown on. And then from there, I talked to the doctor, who did say that right now that he's doing the scope because there was a lot of blood found, and as well as in my testing that he did with the bladder scan, there was blood. So had there just been traces of blood, he wouldn't have probably done it, but because they saw blood in my bladder scan, then he did it. First he started going off about how it was muscular. Like, dude, it's not muscular. I know when I'm in pain and when I'm not in pain. And I can't wash my hands enough in this hospital, sorry. So then he went through all my testing and everything and emergency room visits, and he said that yes, he could see that I had an infection in my kidneys, but he wasn't 100% sure it was coming from the kidneys. So he said that it's coming from somewhere in this general area. So he did the scope. When he did the scope, he went ahead and put iodine all over my vagina, all over my stomach, pretty much my butt. I mean, like, I am full of iodine. And it smells too. And then he said, okay, I'm just going to put this numbing gel in. But then he doesn't wait. So then he sticks the numbing gel in and doesn't wait at all. And then sticks this tube inside of me. And you can feel the tube going inside of you. Like, it doesn't go in far, and it definitely doesn't last long, but you can feel it. For me anyways, because the numbing gel did not work. Like, later on it'll work, and I'll try to go pee and I won't be able to pee because my vagina's going to be all numb. But I'm feeling really sick to my stomach. Like I can't really explain it. I'm not in really pain, I'm in discomfort. There's a huge difference right now. I was in pain last time, where I couldn't walk and I had really bad cramps. He did say that that could happen, and to watch out for another infection because I'm susceptible to them, then obviously that could happen. And that's the reason why he didn't want to do it, because he didn't want me to have an infection when I'm just getting over one. But then he did the bladder, he put it up there, the little camera up there, and he said, okay, you can watch it on the screen. And I watched a little bit, and I was like, no, thank you, this is not a show that I want to watch. And then they all laughed, and then which I gotta stop doing that, because whenever I make jokes, which is my go-to thing when I'm not feeling good, when I'm in pain, I make jokes. And I have to stop doing that for the simple reason that then the doctors think that I'm not in pain, and that, I mean, I've had many doctors say, okay, you can go home, you're making jokes or whatever. That is just my way of coping, is that when I'm in pain, I make jokes. And I told them, like, hey, I watched my colonoscopy before, and it wasn't a show I wanted to watch, and this is not a show I want to watch. And then he said, well, if you look over there, you'll see that this is all inflamed right there. So he showed me that it was inflamed. He said something about the endometriosis lining wasn't looking good, but I already knew that because I have endometriosis. He asked me if I had a hysterectomy. I said no. He said, why not? Again, I can't find a gynecologist to do it, so that's why not. I said, well, if you want to do it, and he said, sorry, not my field. He's a urologist, not a gynecologist, which, anyway, same shit, wrong pile. As far as I'm concerned, just do it. I don't care. Do it right now. So then he said, okay, so I see some inflammation. I see a little bit of blood. I do see like blood particles or whatever he was saying. I basically was blacking out at that point, and not blacking out, but I was not listening. I was trying to focus on breathing. And then he said, okay, so I do want to do another scan. What he had talked about before he did the procedure is that he wanted to do the scan, but he was concerned because I just had a CAT scan with contrast, so he didn't want to do it. So then he said, so I'm going to hold off on that. But then once he did the scan, did the procedure, the cystoscopy, he said, okay, I'm going to actually do the, set up the appointment to have another test, which the test would be like a kidney, specifically focusing on the kidneys and seeing if there is a little stone still stuck in there or what's going on. And it's specific to the kidneys. It just goes right to that part, and they wait and let the contrast go into it. Whereas the other ones, I guess, they just don't wait. They don't let the, the contrast goes in, and then they take the imaging, and that's it. This one is more detailed, and he said he would cross off kidney cancer, bladder cancer. I don't even know what kidney cancer is. Bladder cancer, problems with the liver, problems with the pancreas, a number of different things. I can't remember what he said the test would be. Again, I'll look it up, and if I can figure it out, then I'll come back and tell you. But if not, then I'm just going to tell you that if you are having a cystoscopy, don't worry, don't be afraid. If you can take something beforehand to calm your nerves, do so. I mean, just because that would calm you down, right? It lasted maybe 2 minutes, if that. This time was a different experience than last time in 2017. So yeah, don't be nervous if you are having one. I mean, worst case scenario, you are in a little bit of discomfort, and then they tell you something bad, obviously. But knowing in my book is better than not knowing. I know a lot of people don't want to know anything. I want to know everything because I'm tired of dealing with this. And this has been an ongoing thing for 12 years, maybe longer. I saw him first time in 2011, and I had already been dealing with it for a few years, being that I get kidney infections, I get bladder infections, I get UTIs, no matter what. I drink a lot of water. I don't drink pop. I only drink water. Sometimes I drink juice. Well, I haven't drank pop in a long time. I was not drinking pop, then I was drinking pop, then I wasn't, and now it's been since New Year's. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end this video now. Thank you for watching. My comments are disabled, but you can go over to our Facebook page, which the link is in the description below, and find this video, which is always the newest video is always first, and then you can comment there if you'd like, but don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. Bye.